This is just some personal insight into my world and my mind right now that might help you out if you've been living this human life and having a hard time. But yesterday I was talking to Kat and I was telling her about all the things that are rattling around in my head and just how that being stuck in my thoughts and kind of like feeling like I have so many problems to solve that I'm truly not even in control of. It's just that the people that I love are having a hard time. And so that obviously puts a strain on me. It's like I wish so badly to make the world a beautiful, peaceful place where everything is happy, wonderful, aligned, like there are no problems. That's my fantasy world I live in as a Pisces, right? On the other hand, it's like that stress of always trying to solve everybody else's problems, even though they didn't ask me to, and I'm not in charge of it, but in my mind, I just take on that responsibility. What's interesting about that is I said very automatically, this kind of stress makes me feel disconnected from my practice because I haven't been but I haven't been like gathering my items, going out and sitting and doing an actual ritual where I'm very intentional and I line my crystals up and I do a grid and I pull a card and I'm writing and journaling. All of those things right now are not able to be in my life. There's the hawk is, she's out and looking for food this morning. Those things are not able to be in my life right now because I do not have space and time and energy for them. And so I just automatically said, this makes me feel disconnected from my practice. And then as soon as I said it, my brain was like, whoa, hey, Jamie, hey. I was like, that's not actually true. I'm witchier than ever now because of the way that I'm able to approach things and think about my life in terms of like the bigger, the like zooming way out and seeing it from this perspective of I'm a soul here having a human experience. And I've probably asked for these things. My family members have asked for these things so that we can grow, right? And I'm like, well, don't try to steal the experience from them. Don't try to solve their problems so that they're not able to grow. They have to go through this. So how do I be okay with and continue to just, I don't know, skip along on my path while people are going through tough times? And it's like, it's always remembering that we're here with a purpose. So instead of, I had to correct myself. I'm not out of practice. I'm not feeling distant from my practice. What I realized is that my practice is no longer physically being seen by me. A lot of the things that I do are now in my head, the way that I put energy out into the world, the way that I speak spells into the wind. It's no longer happening physically for me because I don't have that space, time, and energy, but it's happening mentally for me. So now my witch era that I'm in right now is that a lot of things that I do are just about that mental power. It's about that mental thought. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick from Ireland. It's about that mental thought process. Witchcraft is also in your head. Witchcraft is in your thoughts. Witchcraft is in the way that you think and the way that you approach things. So instead of saying that I feel disconnected from my practice, it's more like my practice has shifted from a physical practice where I am constantly seeing myself doing things and I'm putting together and I'm taking up space and time and energy by physically touching my tools and being in my space with that. And it's now more mental, it's more, I don't want to say it's in my head because that sounds like you don't have your shit together, but it is. It's my thoughts are now where the power lies. My thoughts are now where I have my spells, where I send the energy out, where I think about things more focused, that's focusing your energy into thoughts. So I thought that this might help you guys, maybe. If anybody out there is struggling with like, man, I haven't done a ritual in forever. I've got the full moon here and I said the last 3 days, I want to do something for this full moon. I want to do something for this full moon. And I did not do anything for this full moon. And I'm okay with that. It's like it just didn't come up. I didn't plan for it. I prioritized other things or I juggled other things in my life. And so, but I did come out here and spend time with her. I did come out and think about what the Aries full moon would mean. I did it all mentally. So witchcraft can be a mental practice. It is a mental practice, as well as the physical practice that we see, all over the internet, all of the beautiful rituals and stuff. Yeah. So I hope that thought helps you.